Lucy Letby has been found guilty of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 6 others while they were in her care at a hospital in Cheshire, making the 33-year-old the UK's worst child killer in modern times. In a statement, the families of her victims said that they were heartbroken and that justice could not reduce the extreme hurt, anger and distress which they have experienced. Lucy Letby was also acquitted of 2 counts of attempted murder, and the jury were undecided on 6 charges of attempted murder. Well, today the government has ordered an independent inquiry into the circumstances surrounding this shocking case. And North of England...
She thought she'd get away with it, but this was the moment the game was up.
Oh, Lucy, is it?
Yes.
Hello, my name's Cheshire, please. Look, it's Stefan, 2 seconds.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, thank you.
Behind the door of this ordinary suburban house, Britain's most prolific baby killer was finally arrested 3 years after her murder spree began.
Just take a seat in there for me, Lucy. I'll move that seat forward a bit. Sure.
Now reveal that even though consultants here repeatedly made loud warnings to senior management, they say they were ignored and ultimately told that if they didn't stop raising questions about the nurse, there'd be consequences.
Firstly, I just want to say my condolences to the families that got their babies taken away too early, too soon. Honestly, this woman deserves to rot under the jail, to be honest. If she doesn't get life in prison, if they don't give her a sentence where I don't wish death on anyone, no matter what they do. But if she doesn't basically live in prison for the rest of her life, then the system is done. Because if she gets like 20 years or something, she's still coming out someday. So I hope they give her a life imprisonment. See, this is why I don't really trust nurses or doctors, because you never really know what they're going through. Like, they're working in this hectic environment 24/7. Some of them even work on the weekends, bro. Work on the weekends at night, working all day, bro. That's stressful, bro. So for me, I think they should put some like a mental health test on these nurses and doctors every year, just to make sure their mental is correct. Because if they done this previously, or instilled this into their system, this would have been prevented easily. Because I did some research and this woman had certain notes saying she hates, it said she hated something in it, but it wasn't good. And saying that she's evil and things like this. See, this is why, I believe that innocent looking people are the ones to watch out for, 100%. It could be men or women. The most innocent looking ones be the ones to look out for, because they'll be plotting, scheming, while smiling, dead in your face. So, because I've noticed some pictures of her, and she seems like a goofy, happy quotations type of person. But the thing is, you should never judge a book by its cover. You should always suss someone out, see how they act and react to certain things. Like, this has been reported. Workers have reported her many times, but management wasn't doing anything at all. They wasn't doing anything for 3 damn months, bro. 3 months. See, people are just lazy. They don't want to do paperwork. They don't want to do no investigation. And then when something crazy happens, that's when they start running up and down, and start hooping and hollering like, oh, I didn't know, like, oh, I didn't know, like doing all of this. Like, go on with yourself. Like, bro, we told you what was gonna happen, but you didn't do nothing about it at the time to prevent this happening. Like right now, I know for a fact there's people in the workplace who reported certain things and management are not even doing nothing about it. This could be because management is friends with that certain employee, or management doesn't want to, as I said before, they don't want to do paperwork, go through this long process to prevent something from happening. It's kind of similar in school. It's kind of similar to school when bullies will just carry on bullying a person because the victim doesn't want to speak up because they know that the teachers and counselors, if any of you had counselors in your school, they wouldn't really do nothing about it at all. And if they do and if the victim does tell someone and the teacher tries to do something about it, bro, the bully will end up finding out somehow. Bro, back in school, there was a situation where these two, what was it now? Yeah, so these guys was bullying this person, and the victim, he reported it to the head teacher. And guess what they did? They brought the victim and the bullies together to make a truce with each other, Bro, are they stupid? Is he stupid? Like, why would you bring the victim and the suspects together? Bro, even police don't even do that. Police don't bring a victim and the suspect in one room. Not that I know of anyway. Because you need to separate them and find out what the situation is about. And then what you have to do after that is do your investigations and put certain things into place so that the victim doesn't get harmed in a certain way. But yeah. Another thing is nurses don't get paid enough, so for them to have the consideration to speak up about what this woman might have done is the best thing they could do, to be honest, because they could have just went by the motto of minding my business, to be honest with you, and by management not thinking, oh, these nurses took their time out. These all workers or consultants took their time out to report this person and the things that have been happening on the ward. Maybe I should consider this and investigate and get the police involved right away instead of waiting 3 months. Bruh. The management deserves imprisonment, 100%. Because technically, they indirectly caused the murders to go on for this long. Indirectly. Because if they investigated it straight away, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe there would have been only 2 babies, unfortunately, or even none at all. But, I know damn well that this woman, Lucy Letby, had some jinns inside her, some demons, like, to possess her to do something so heinous like this. Nah, you have to be some sick person, some sick, deranged person to harm little babies, bro. Little innocent babies. Like, what are they doing to you? They're doing nothing to you. And if you can't handle the work, go find a new job. Go seek therapy. Go do something to help your mental health. And this is why I was saying that the NHS should actually have like a mental health test every 6 months or something like that. Just to make sure these nurses and doctors have their heads screwed on. Because some of them actually don't. And this is because of their pay, obviously, their salary. The cost of living is going up. So that's more stress. Getting taxed like hell. You're getting... Bro, the tax is mad, bro. Tax is mad. And work colleagues being annoying, you know, getting on your nerves, things like this. Bro, nurses and doctors deal with a lot of stress. If you really deep it, bro, these people work overtime as well. They're working day and night. They're working day and night, bro. So the NHS really should put some mental health tests in place to make sure their employees have a stable mind. Because imagine, you're in the hospital, yeah, you're in pain, bro. You're in pain. And then you have a nurse who has her own problems going on. And then because you're asking her a little question like, oh, can I have a drink, please? Oh, can I have some more painkillers? Then she just lashes out because you're asking her for something. Now, by doing that, she's probably thinking, she's probably stressed out, you know, with, as I was saying, the environment and everything else. So this is why I say that should be put in place 100%. 100. Bro, I'll be honest, yeah, at one point, I was thinking to become a doctor, bro. I was thinking to become a doctor because I really like science. I still do. I still like science and I still do my research and things like this because it's interesting to me. But then when I seen that I had to be in education until I'm like, 30 years old or late 20s, I'm like, what? Hell no. Are you mad? Are you sick? Definitely not. And that right there is just stress itself. 10 years, 8 to 10 years, trying to get your degree to become a doctor. That stress itself, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. And then on top of that, you have more stress coming up. More stress. Nah, that wasn't for me. But I do commend all the nurses and doctors who have to deal with certain things within their workplace though. Because without them, like, where would we be, to be honest? Like, they're saving lives. They're dealing with our problems. So, yeah, we really appreciate them 100%.